सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्य वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओं नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओं सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। We start with three shantis. Okay. The first shanti is for removing obstacles which come from Adi Daivika. No earthquake, tsunami, no rainfall. So Adi Daivika prayer. The second shanti is for Adi Bhautika. People should not disturb us. Somebody plays loud music next door, or they do certain things. So that is Adi Bhautika. The third shanti is for Adhyatmika. That is what disturbs you from inside. So the shanti is for all three. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the next 1 hour till about 7 o'clock, 1 hour 20 minutes. Okay, we have prayed for shanti. We will not be disturbed, and we will not be disturbed. So not to worry. In fact, they said nothing earth-shaking will happen, which will disturb your composure. So I'm going to start chanting Guru Stotram. Shri Guru Stotram. I'll chant. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, let's chant. At any point of time, I'll chant one, then you can chant with me. Okay, it starts like this. Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Have the text with you. If you have the text, fine. Otherwise, listen to me, we'll slowly get used to it. Agyana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnuhu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Stavaram Jangamam Vyaptam Yatkinchit Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Chinmayam Vyapi Yat Sarvam Trailokyam Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sarva Shruti Shiroratna Virajita Pajambujaha Vedantam Bujasuryo Yaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sorry to. Hello. Question சொல்லிருக்கோம். ஆமாம்மா. இல்ல கொஸ்டினுக்கு பைசாவும் கொடுத்துருக்கேன். கொஸ்டினுக்கு சொல்லிருக்கோம், பைசாவும் கொடுத்துருக்கேன். ஃபோன் பண்ணி ஸ்ரீதர் கேட்க சொல்லு. चैतन्य शाश्वत शान्तः व्योमातीतो निरञ्जनः बिन्दुनाद कलातीत तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. ज्ञानशक्ति समारूढः तत्वमाला विभूषितः भुक्तिमुक्ति प्रदाता च तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. अनेक जन्म संप्राप्त कर्म बंध विदाहिने आत्मज्ञान प्रदानेन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. शोषणं भवसिन्धोश्च ज्ञापनं सारसम्पदः गुरोः पादोदकं सम्यक् तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. न गुरोरधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोरधिकं तपः तत्त्वज्ञानात् परं नास्ति तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। मन्नाथ श्री जगन्नाथः मद्गुरु श्री जगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुरादिरनादिश्च गुरुः परमदैवतं गुरोः परतरं नास्ति तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. In our Vedic studies, the Guru plays a very important role. It is just two syllables, Gu and Ru. Gu stands for darkness. Ru stands for removal of the darkness. Now, what kind of darkness? Self-ignorance is the biggest darkness. So Guru removes that darkness. Gukaro andhakarasya, rukaro tan nivartakatvat. He removes self-ignorance. We know everything else in the world, but we do not know ourselves. And it is not possible to know yourself. You can't stumble upon yourself. You can't know yourself by you operating your sense organs. If you looked at yourself, you will only see a body size, color. If you thought about yourself, you will come to a conclusion you are educated, uneducated, and things like that. If you looked at your physiological system, you will say, my digestion is not okay. So it is not possible to know yourself by yourself. We need, just as to see your face, you need a mirror, a reflecting surface. To see yourself, you need the Vedas. Not just the Vedas, you need the Vedanta, the end portion. That is the mirror to show yourself, to show you to yourself. And the person who operates, holds a mirror up for you is the Guru. So it says, Veda is a pramana, Vedanta is a pramana. Pramana is means of knowledge, operated by a person who knows. He should know how to operate because it's all words. He should know what kind of words, what words will make what meaning for you, how to make you see yourself. So that's why Guru becomes a very important person in our. When some people say Guru is like a signpost, it shows Madras 300 kilometers. Guru is not a signpost. Guru reveals to you, reveals yourself to you. That's why Kabir says, Guru Gobind do khade, kake lagu pao. Balihari Guru apne Govind diyo bataye. Unless Guru showed me, I would not be able to recognize my God. Only Guru shows me. So that's why Guru becomes a very important person. In fact, they say the human life is a punyam. Manishyatvam. After Manishyatvam, Mumukshutvam. Mumukshutvam is the spirit of inquiry. The spirit of inquiry is not asking, why am I suffering? Okay? Because that all of us ask. Starting from the man on the street. To anybody, the rich man, he will say, why am I suffering? There's always a question. The spirit of inquiry here is there a way out of this suffering? Okay? Is there a way out? And the conclusion, even if I had everything in my command, I had all the resources in my command, it is two things there, artha and kama, that is outside. So the entire world is under my command. I have the whole world under my command. Mumukshutvam is knowing that in spite of all this, I will still be a wanting person. I will continue to be a wanting person. So this lack, there is an inner lack. All of us lack something inside. And this lack cannot be fulfilled by all these things. I have this, I find I don't have this. So this configuration, change of configuration doesn't seem to remove my inner lack. our Swami Dayanandji used to give a very beautiful example. He said, you're going to see a music performance. Music performance, and the tambura they'll be playing, you know. Sa, pa, sa. Okay. That is like, Swamiji says, it is like, imagine you're playing the sa, pa, sa. I want. Adan on the basic. And the I want mele, now I want Mohanam. Now I want Atana. Now I want Karagara Priya. Now I want Kafi, my favorite raga. Okay. And now I want this. But on the ragam party mudicha, there is a lot of applause. Applause la unume kakadu. Everybody applause adding in on it. I want start. We are like that tambura. Ulla adichite irukum. I want. So first I want. Abraham Maslow very beautifully said, you know, you want basic needs. No, you want a better quality meal. You want better quality meal. You don't want the same meal every day. Imagine every day kalayila on the same meal. Then the man will get very upset his wife. So same meal is not okay. Same side dish is not okay. Same position is not okay. So the dying. Next one, I want security. Then why not have this? Why not have a better flat? Why not have a country flat and a city flat? So the dying continues lifelong. This I want will never go. Okay. As long as it's I want, there is an inner lack. You will have to discover yourself in and through this I want. I want is actually not what you want. It is actually the roles want. You, the role player, does not want. We'll come to that when we do chapter 2. It is not very tough. Okay, some people say high philosophy. There is no high philosophy. Okay, they say whatever philosophy must be understood even by the plumber. Otherwise, neither the philosophy nor your water pipe will hold water. Okay, so everybody should understand. It should hold water. What's the point in telling you it's high philosophy? Then why waste time with all this? It should make sense to everybody. All of us should make sense. It should make sense. We should be able to relate to it. That is a guru's job. The guru will ensure that you understand. Okay. Oh my God. Sorry. Yeah, Monisha. Hello. Yes, I have good and paid for it also. அந்த புக்ல பாரு அந்த சிட்ட குட்டி டைரி இருக்கு பாரு, அங்க ஒரு அந்த டைரியில பாரு ஸ்ரீதர்னு ஒரு நம்பர் எழுதிருப்பேன் பாரு. யூ கால் ஹிம். ஆமாமா, எஸ் அன்னைக்கு ஒரு சாம்பிள். See, he said Sridhar has confirmed and he has taken the order and gone. 22,000 rupees I have paid. You call that Sridhar? On the phone la and the bar one diary irukku parma. Fab India or diary irukku paru. I am in the middle of the class. No, I can't talk. Okay, so the guru actually shows you that you don't really lack anything. Adukada guru becomes a very important person. And how do you approach a guru? You have to approach a guru with Shraddha. Okay, what is this Shraddha? Shraddha is, you know the guru will deliver. It is like we all go to any class for this matter. You go to a new subject. You go to an algebra class for first. Boolean algebra. The class you don't doubt whether that fellow knows the subject or not. You know he will come. Algebra class belief. When you go to a guru's class, you have to go with Shraddha that yes, not only the guru, the pramana will also work. So how should you approach that the pramana will work? How should you approach? The teachers give a very beautiful example. There is a person who is born blind. Okay, he is born blind And he goes and says that the mari on the he goes to a doctor who an optician makes him cures him completely complete cure பண்ணி விட்டுட்டு and the optician says the dark room la உட்காத்தி வச்சு slowly open your eyes, you will see. So this person who is born blind, he is asking the optician, ophthalmologist, everything. He is saying, what is the guarantee that if I open my eyes, I will see? Can you give me a guarantee? The ophthalmologist will say, yes, you don't need an ophthalmology. I will call a psychiatrist to admit you. Because unless you open your eyes, you cannot know that you can see. You have to operate the pramanam. Pramanam is a means of knowledge. Unless you operate the pramana, you will not know whether it works. So unless you operate this pramana, the Guru Vakya in this, you will not know that this works. You will not know at all that this works. Okay, well, so this is why we do the Guru Stotram chanting, and the whole thing is available in various Upanishads and things like that. There was a Vyasacharya who codified all this and put it into various categories, and Vyasa did a great job. He brought the saram of Vedanta in just 700 verses in a book called Bhagavad Gita. And he put it in the middle of Mahabharata. So that's why, we say when we chant the Dhyana Shlokam, Bhagavad Gita Dhyana Shlokam, we say this very importantly. We chant this. Okay. So we will chant the Gita Dhyanam now before we go into the Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam. If you have the book, you can chant with me. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam. Oh my God. Sorry. Hello. Because what? Okay, fine. Okay. நான் அப்புறம் பேசுறேன். Okay, fine. So we chant Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam. Okay, people who are listening to me, please mute your phones. Okay. Vyasena gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamrita Varshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvamanusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshinim. Okay, next. Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Fullara Tapatra Netra Enatvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha. Verse number 3. Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Panaye Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gita Mrita Duhe Namaha. Okay, we'll go to verse number 4 today. Sarvopanishado Gavaha Dogdha Gopala Nandanaha Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta Dugdam Gita Mritam Mahate. So we saw the meanings of 3 verses. The 4th verse, he says, Sarva Upanishadaha Gavaha. All the Upanishads are like cows. And The milkman is Gopala Nandanaha. If Krishna is the milkman. And what does he give you? The milk that he extracts is had by Partha. Partha is Arjuna. So Partha is a Vatsa. Partha is a child or the calf. Okay. Sudhir Bhokta. Sudhir Bhokta. So his mind is so well, I mean, it's an eligible mind. Only the eligible mind, the qualified mind can understand the essence of the Vedas. So, Sudhir Bhokta, he enjoys the milk. It is Mahat. Mahat means supreme. Okay, it's a very, very poor translation. Supreme, easy solila. Mahat means it's possibly the best that one can imagine. What is the best that you can ever imagine in life? There's a question we all have to ask. What is the one thing which you want, I want, all of us want? Okay, peace, or we say happiness. Anandam. What kind of anandam? Anantam, anandam, limitless ananda. So you have to bless somebody. If you bless them, peace and abundance. Anandam cover it. So that is Mahat. The best that you can imagine is Mahat. Okay, Dugdam. So Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta this is the thing he gets. Okay. So then now we go into, let us understand a little bit of the first chapter of Mahabharata and the situation that leads to Mahabharata. Okay, so the situation is this. There's a war. There's a war declared and both the parties are arraigned. They are going to fight. At that point of time, there are certain questions we should ask, because very often they use the word Dharma Yuddham. So how is it Dharma Yuddham? Why is it called Dharma Yuddham? See, when you fight for what is rightfully yours, okay, it is Dharma Yuddha. Okay, and the two parties which are fighting, Duryodhana is a usurper. He is not the real king. The real king is Dhritarashtra. He has virtually usurped the powers and he is quoting his version of Dharma, and he has usurped the property and he has created havoc in the lives of the Pandavas. The Pandavas have lived in exile for 14 years and they have now come back to claim what is rightfully theirs. They are claiming, and he is not giving them back. There are two options. You can go away without fighting. But this fight happened because when Krishna says this, you could have gone away without fighting had you decided to go away during the exile. 4 years, you have come to a point of time where both of you are confronting each other. You have created hopes in the minds of everybody. There's a whole army waiting to fight. And at that point of time, if you retreat, at that point of time, if you go away, you are doing what is called an adharma. You are not doing dharma, you are doing adharma. He is trying to motivate Arjuna to fight. Krishna is trying to motivate Arjuna to fight, enter into that war. And the section which leads to all this essentially starts. Arjuna is a young man, a warrior. He is a very well-educated person. He is a skilled archer. Okay, and he knows if he fights this war, he will win. He is not having any doubt about whether he will win or not win. He knows if he fights this war, he will win. He is a highly qualified person. He knows Krishna is on his side. Although there is a scene in which Duryodhana and Arjun both go to seek Krishna's help. Krishna says, one side I am there, the other side my resources are there. Choose. So Arjun says, I want you on my side. As a wise man who knows that Devam on his side, or Devam nu paklenalo, a resource. It is something like, imagine you are going to meet the CEO of a top company. I usually give the example. You go to see Bill Gates. So Bill Gates says, I am on one side, Microsoft is on the other side. What do you choose? Arjun would have said, I want Bill Gates, because anyway I'll get back Microsoft, because it's my company anyways. So resources. Do you want resources or do you want Chaitanya? Duryodhana chose the resources. Even in that choice, you have to have an intelligent choice. Imagine I am the Raja and you are choosing my army to fight against me. Will they fight for you? Duryodhana also should have thought. He is saying my Sena. He says, give me your Sena. Your Sena will fight against me. That I am the charioteer of the other fellow. How will they fight against me? Obviously, the choice itself is wrong. So even when it comes to personal choices, these are small stories which talk about what kind of choices we exercise. How do we lead our life? How do we live our life? All this is beautifully expressed in all these verses. Okay, so he is saying he has chosen Krishna, and at that point of time with Krishna on his side, and knowing that he has got all the skill, he knows he can win this war. Okay, to win this war, when you actually confront Bhishma, Drona, and everybody, you are hit by a reality. What is the reality? You cannot win the war till you beat Bhishma and Drona. You cannot win the war. It is not just a question of defeating Bhishma and Drona. You have to kill them. So very often in life, we are faced with reality situation, biting the bullet situation. Yeah, unless I knock down those fellows, I can't win. And Arjun here is not doubtful about his ability to defeat Bhishma and Drona, but he is worried about will he have the heart to do that? How can I kill those fellows? How can he do that? Appada he has that. Dharma sangadam. I know what to do, but is it what I should do? Okay. They sometimes show in a movie, they'll show the hero going to the front and he will not fire and things like that. They showed it in a movie. That is not the problem. That is something wrongly interpreted. Similarly, they show Ashoka, after killing all the people, suddenly he saw the blood and he changed. After the event, he became an apostle of peace. But here, this person is very clear that unless I kill, I will not be able to do. So on the background, so before we go to that section, we have Sanjaya. Sanjaya is a representative who has been given a vision to narrate what is happening to Dhritarashtra. So there's not much philosophy in chapter 1 at all. It's more of a story. We will see the story and see how it unfolds. Okay, first we'll chant again from verse number 1. First one till we did last week, I'll just chant, you chant with me, then I will break up and chant. Okay, first one. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyutsavaha mamaka pandavaschaiva himakurvata Sanjaya. So he says, oh Sanjaya, in this Dharma Kshetra, which is Kurukshetra, which is a Dharma Kshetra, holy land, two armies have assembled to fight each other. What happened? Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Okay. Then Sanjaya Uvacha Drishtva tu Pandavanikam Yudham Duryodhanastada Acharyamupasangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit. So he says, Drishtva, having seen what happened, Pandava Nikam, the army of the Pandavas. Raja, this Duryodhana, the Raja who has usurped the position. So Sanjaya is telling Dhritarashtra, the Raja, the Raja is saying, he went to his Acharya, Dronacharya, and he said the following words. So what did he say? He says, Pashya etam Panduputranam. Look at the Pandu's army that has arraigned here. Panduputra's army that have come here. Okay. Okay, oh Acharya, look at them. And Mahatim Chamum, look at the vast army that has come. And they are arrayed. Vyudham. And who is the commander-in-chief? Drupada Putra. You are Shishya. Drishtadhyumna. Nidane train panni vittendala. Last week I told you the story. So he says, you have trained this person. This Drupada Putra, Drishtadhyumna, is leading the army. So please look at them. Okay. Then he says, who are they? The army la yarla irukanga. He says, Atra, there, Shura Maheshvasa. There are powerful archers there. Okay, Shura Maheshvasa. And they are all equal to Bhima and Arjuna. Bhima, Arjuna, Sama. They are equal to Bhima and Arjuna in the battle. In battle, they are equal to Bhima and Arjuna. All great warriors are on that side. Okay. Who are they? Yuyudhana. Yuyudhana is Sastaki. Sastaki is Vrishni or there is a family. So he is a prince from the Vrishni family. Then Virata. Of Virata kingdom was a place where last these people were in Agyatavasa. So the king of Virata is also with them. Drupada is there. All of them are great warriors. All of them are Maharathis. Okay. Then it is other people. Drishtaketu, Chekitanaha. Okay. Then there is a Kashi Raja. Then Purujit, Kunti Bhoja, Shaib. Oh my God. Hello? ஆக்சுவலி வந்து குஷனோட சேர்த்து சொல்லிருந்தோம், நீங்க குஷன் கொடுக்கல. இல்ல பாருங்க, எனக்கு எனக்கு நான் வந்து போன்ல எனக்கு வந்து குஷன் சேர்த்தா 22,000 ரூபாய், குஷன் இல்லைன்னா 10,000 ரூபாய் 15,000 ரூபாய் சொன்னாங்க. எனக்கு கோட்டேஷன் இருக்கு, நான் சொல்றேன். சரி சரி நான் பேசுறேன். Okay, so these are the people. Okay, Drishtaketu, Chekita, the names of people in the Pandava army. Now, in verse number 7, the thought process is changing slightly. Even as they are pointing out the people, the change there. So now he says, Asmakam, our army too, Vishishtaye. Let me talk to you about our prominent people in our army. Well, let's say Dronacharya is a master archer teacher. He is a Dronacharya in my army. So I am telling you, let me tell you who are in the army. Maladria, he is teasing. Duryodhana is teasing Dronacharya. Let me show you. So he says, Sangyartam tan brahmimite. It's like telling you, I know you very well. We all know each other very well. If we have a small disagreement or I'm explaining something to you, I tell you, Mr. Ramkumar, for your benefit, or I tell, Sukanya and I are talking, and I tell, Dr. Sukanya, for your information, she will say, wait, so imagine, a person I know so well, I address her, Dr. Sukanya, for your information, please. So he's saying, Asmakam tu Visishtaye, look at our army. So, Tan Sangyartam Brevitime, I'll tell you for your information. Nayaka Mama Sainyas, I'll tell you who are the heroes in our army. And Tani Bodha, for your information, Dvijottama. This is a very powerful, sarcastic thing hitting at Dronacharya. Okay. What happens is among the, they say, like castes, it is not actually a caste, it's a Varna Ashrama. So they say, Janmanat Jayate Shudraha. All of us are born Shudras. Shudras means ignorant ones. Karmanat Dvijaha. So by your karma, you become twice born. Dvija means twice born. So the Punali, they give you the thread. The thread ceremony, potachna, you are a Dvija. Okay. And the thread is given only to Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, and Vaishyas. Shudras are not given thread. The thread is given to all three. While the Brahmana is supposed to wear it permanently, the Vaishya and Kshatriyas are supposed to wear it on occasions. So it is, such a person is called a Dvija. Then When this Dvija starts learning the Vedas and things like that, he's called a Vipra. Veda Adhyayi iti Vipraha. Brahma Janati iti Brahmanaha. Once you know Aham Brahmasmi, only then you are a Brahmana. So we are all Jati Brahmana. We are not by knowledge Brahmana. So that's solrare. Dvijottama, Uttama means, Pudal Pota Priya Brahmanane, for your information, I am telling you. Okay, there is one more indication. See, among the various Varnas, the Brahmana has 6 things he can do. The others can do only 3. Brahmana alone can do 6. One is Patanam, Patanam. He can learn and teach. Yajanam, Yajanam. I can do rituals for myself. I can do rituals for you. Yajanam, Yajanam. Danam, Parigram. I can give and take dana. So society la danam kudukanana Brahmananukku mattumdhaan kudukanum. You are not supposed to give to Kshatriya is not supposed to take danam. So these are the 6 things. And the Brahmana is not supposed to do Kshatriya dharma, go for warfare and things like that. So tease பண்றாரு. நீ Brahmana, உனக்கெல்லாம் சண்டை போடலாம் வருமா தெரியல. Maybe you are good in theory, you may not be good in practical. He's teaching, oh Dvijottama, for your information, I am giving you. Lot of people சொல்லுவாங்கல்ல, in our offices they will all say, இதெல்லாம் நீங்க you are all Brahmins, you won't eat this, you won't do this, you won't do that அப்படிலாம் சொல்லுவாங்க. So it is like telling him, you are a Brahmana, your job is to do Patanam Patanam, பூஜைலாம் பண்ணி வைக்கணும் நீ. You are supposed to do all this. You are coming and standing in the war field to fight. So Dvijottama, please understand. So indicating that I have possibly have a little doubt about your capacity itself. In the previous verse, he said, I have doubt about your loyalty. Pandavas and they're all your students. So I doubt your loyalty. I doubt your capacity. The பாவம் துரோணாச்சாரியா இன்னும் வேலையை சார் ரெசிக்னேஷன் கொடுக்காம அங்க உட்கார்ந்துருக்காரு. அன்னைக்கே கொடுத்துட்டு போயிருக்கணும் அவரு. அங்க உட்கார்ந்துருக்காரு. He said because Bhishma is there. எப்படி போலாம்? ஓப்பனா இன்சல்ட் பண்றாரு. Then இது சொன்ன உடனே suddenly he got scared. Sometimes, when you insult some very big fellows, you will suddenly get scared. Okay, so now he says, who are the people? So he says, Bhavan, yourself, your honored self. Bhavan, Bhishmascha Karnascha, Kripascha Samitinjayah, Ashwathama Vikarnascha, Saumadattistataivacha. So he says, Bhavan, yourself. So முன்னாடி இருக்கிற மிஸ்டேக்ஸ்லாம் is trying to bomb போடுறார். Bhavan, yourself. He is giving him a higher position even to Bhishma. So Bhavan, yourself. The most honored, revered sir, yourself. அப்புறம் Bhishma. Bhavan, Bhishma. Karna is another great warrior. Surya Putra. Karna is a very great warrior. As skilled as Arjuna in the war field. As skilled. Then, who else? Okay, Kripacharya. Kripacharya is Kripacharya's sister Kripi is married to Dronacharya. So they are brothers-in-law. Drona, Kripa, they are relatives. So Kripacharya is also a highly qualified warrior. Kripacharya. Ashwathama. Ashwathama is the son of Dronacharya, a very highly skilled, and it's not said to be a Chiranjeevi. They say he's still alive somewhere. இங்கோ காஷ்மீர்ல சுத்தின்னு இருக்காராம். தெரியல, இதெல்லாம் people வேற வேலை இல்லாதவன்லாம் போட்டுட்டு இருக்கான். Facebook post, Twitter post எல்லாம் போட்டுட்டு இருக்கான். If they have nothing else to do, put it in Facebook. So Ashwathama இங்க சுத்தின்னு இருக்காங்க. Okay. Then there is a person called Vikarna. Among the 100 putras of Dhritarashtra, Vikarna was the only fellow who protested the disrobing of Draupadi. He said, this is not in order. He says, you can't humiliate a woman in public like that. She's no even a slave here, she's actually a princess. And she's the wife of your brothers. You can't do that. So, and there was a fellow called Somadatta. They are all in our army. Okay. There are 18 divisions. Pandavas had 7 divisions. Kauravas had 11 divisions. So he's naming. Further he says, look at the dripping with sarcasm, arrogance. He says, Anye cha bahavash anvash. Anye cha bahavash shuraha madarte tyakta jivitaha nana shastra praharanaha sarva yuddha visharadaha. So he says, Anye, there are others, many other. Tyakta jivita, they have all decided to sacrifice their life for me. Yanakka kuduthirka. They have not come for Bhishma Drona, they have come for me. Anyecha Bhavashura, Madarte Tyakta jivita. Na sonnenna yanakka usre kudupaan appdin solluvaanga. They have Tyakta jivita, they have pledged their lives for me. Okay, for my sake. All of them, sarve. And what are they? They are Nana Shastra Praharanaha. They know. See, Shastra is a weapon which you hold in your hand and fight. Okay? Praharana is a missile. So, all these, they're all qualified in missile warfare and handheld weapon warfare, all this Nana Shastra Praharanaha. And they are Yuddha Visharadaha. They are experts in warfare. So these are the people with me. These are simple storytelling. These are the people on my side. And there is what happens is, before this war took place, people asked, why didn't Arjuna and company, they had anyway Krishna for support. Why didn't they start war 14 years ago? Whatever happens, you have to build your allies. So now, see, our super person here is not tribe. Papa, I'm going to come for election, I'm going to fight, buy Murtiterkar. He is not coming. Before fighting an election, how many seats? How many seats in Tamil Nadu Assembly? 234. 234 seats. 234 seats. One seat, you have to have about 10 crores of rupees. So 234 into 10, so much of money you need to get election. Does he have so much money? First, he has to have the election. Does he have 234 candidates? Does he have the cadre to go forth and maybe he still doesn't, he's not confident enough. So they could have fought on day one, but before going into a war, see, you're fighting an established army of the Kauravas, Hastinapura army. Who will support you? So they took their period in exile and things like that as a force building exercise. Let me build forces. Let me get the people into force. Let us start. So the preparation time, who will fight for us? Who will not fight for us? So some warrior said, we will not fight. Balarama said, I won't fight for anybody. There was a warrior called Rukmi. He said, I won't fight. There's a very beautiful story. This fellow called Madre Naresh. He is actually Nakula Sahadev's mama. That is Madriyoda brother. He is coming all the way to join the army. On the way, when they say, an army moves on its stomach. So somebody provided for hospitality when he came all the way to fight here. And he thought it is the Pandavas who are serving him. Then on the last day, Duryodhana comes and says, I provided all this hospitality. He said, my God, I have eaten your food. I have actually come to fight for the Pandavas. He said, my request, fight for me. So in a most, compelling circumstance, somebody who wanted to fight for the Pandavas is compelled to fight for the Kauravas. You are compelled to fight for the other army. Andamarla nariya people were converted. Some people thought Bhishma or Karpa, let's fight on Bhishma's side. Such a powerful man. Drona is there, let's fight on Drona's side. Andamariye thinking like what? So he says, Asmakam, Tat, Asmakam, our army. Who is it protected by? So he says, Aparyaptam tadasmakam balam bhishma birakshitam. Paryaptam. You can chat with me, okay? Aparyaptam tadasmakam. Aparyaptam tadasmakam balam bhishma birakshitam. Paryaptam tvidame tesham. Paryaptam tvidame tesham. Balam bhima birakshitam. So he says, bhima birakshitam. So, aparyaptam tadasmakam balam bhishma birakshitam paryaptam tvidame tesham balam bhima birakshitam. So in the words there is scope for interpretation. Two words, aparyaptam, paryaptam. So one school of people say Duryodhana is telling Dronacharya, our army protected by Bhishma, numerically superior, is aparyaptam, is invincible. It cannot be defeated. So balam Bhishma abhirakshatam, not just rakshatam, abhirakshatam, very well protected by Bhishma, aparyaptam. Whereas that army protected by Bhima, Bhima abhiraksham, is paryaptam, that can be defeated. That is one school. There is one school which says is the other way. They say Drona is not, Duryodhana is not that confident. He says, though Bhishma is on your side, though numerically you are superior, we are still, it is possible that they can defeat us. Last time World Cup India final of New Zealand அடி வாங்கிட்டு வந்த மாதிரி எல்லாரும் இருக்காப்பா, ஒரு 4 பால்ல இதுக்கு மேட்சே மாறி போடும். இந்தியா வாஸ் 3 for 3 போச்சு மேட்ச் போட்டு, அந்த மாதிரி 3 பால்ல 3 விக்கெட் போயிடுச்சுனா அவ்வளவுதான், ஓவர், 0 for 3. One day match you can't recover after that. So he says our army, though protected by Bhishma, is vulnerable. Their army, though smaller numerically, in a smaller number and protected by Bhima, is very powerful. But it's better, makes more sense. For me, it makes more sense to say Duryodhana saying we are 11 in number, they are only 7. We have got Bhishma on our side, so we are any day more superior. Now, this is a forerunner to the next one. Verse number 11. These verses we go fast because there's only. Okay. So he says, verse number 11. Ayaneshu cha sarveshu yatha bhagam avastitaha. Ayaneshu cha sarveshu yatha bhagam avastitaha. Bhishmameva bhirakshantu bhavantas sarva evahi. Bhishmameva bhirakshantu bhavantas sarva evahi. So he says, avastitha, stationed. Okay. Sarveshu ayaneshu, at all points of entry, wherever there is entry. See, the whole thing is in the form of vyuha, formation. So all these formations, there are entry points. So station yourself at all these entry points. Okay. As has been allocated to you. Imagine Duryodhana is telling it to Dronacharya. நான் உங்களுக்கு ஒரு வேலை கொடுத்திருக்கேன்ல, அதை ஒழுங்கா பண்ணி நீ முதல்ல. You may be Dvijottama, you may be Acharya. நான் சொன்ன வேலையை ஒழுங்கா பண்ண. I have allocated a portfolio to you. Please follow that. Dripping with arrogance. Okay, he says, so therefore, to all of you I have allocated positions. So please do that properly. And what is your job? You should closely protect Bhishma meva bhirakshantu. You have to protect Bhishma. So on the one side he is saying aparyaptam, I am invincible. And now he is saying you have to protect Bhishma. He has not understood Bhishma properly. Bhishma has a varan that he can give up. He has got ichha mrityu. He can give up. His life will ebb from his body only when he wants. He has the power to give up his life only when he wants. So, anda or power person who has got this ichha mrityu shakti, and you are telling him protect that fellow. Bhishma ve insult pandra marit. So, a lot of commentators write that Duryodhana at this point of time, but he's shaken. Okay. Why are you shaken when you are numerically superior? When you have got people on your side, why should you be shaken? This is a question all of us ask. Should ask. We should ask ourselves. See, when it comes to pursuit of artha and kama, okay, it's called dharma, artha, kama. Artha is pursuit of material pleasures, and kama is your others, security, entertainment, artha, kama. This artha kama should fall under dharma. If it is aligned under dharma, artha kama will bless you. If it is not aligned under dharma, it will not bless you. இப்போ தர்மா வந்து லோவர் ப்ரையாரிட்டி வச்சுங்க. முதல்ல காசெல்லாம் சம்பாதிச்சுங்க. I saw a movie, you know. இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கா இருக்கும் dialogue. When I saw that movie, I thought this is now the thinking of the people. So what happens is one fellow is escaped from prison and is hiding in somebody's house. And roadல அவன் வெளியில போறத பார்க்கறான் போஸ்டர். Those days, you know, late 70s, 1 lakh rupees. This is the criminal, dead or alive. So this fellow will come back and tell the owner, இவன் வெளியில போஸ்டர் ஓட்டிருக்காங்க, 1 lakh rupees. So why don't we tell the police, let him take him away? So then this owner will say, there is something called word illa, sharafat nedo irukilla. Then this fellow will say, pehle 1-2 lakh lagne do haath, uske baad sharafat zindagi padi hai dikhane ko. Lifetime is there. Modalla ஒரு 10 கோடி சம்பாதிச்சிரும், அப்புறம் நம்ம லைஃப் லாங் நல்லவனா இருந்துட்டு போலாம். If dharma is lower priority, this is how you will think. முதல்ல 4 காசு சம்பாதிச்சிடலாமா, முதல்ல let me make some money, ஒரு 2-3 வீடு பார்த்துடலாம், அதுக்கப்புறம் லைஃப் லாங் சேரிட்டி பண்ணலாமே, அதுக்கப்புறம் இருக்கவே இருக்கு சேரிட்டி பண்றது. So if dharma becomes lower priority, this is how you will think. And what happens if dharma becomes lower priority? What happens if you rub dharma? Okay, our Swamiji gives a beautiful example. Okay, நல்ல ஒரு பழைய புளிய மரமா பாருங்க. Okay, take off your shirt, rub your back against that புளிய மரம். See whether புளிய மரம் is rubbed or you are rubbed. ரத்த விளாராயிடும் உடம்பு. So dharma is something static. If you rub against dharma, you will get rubbed in the process. It will rubbed na now. What happens when you are rubbed? See, very often these are certain things we should apply in our real life and reflect. At least apply pandramolio, let's reflect. For instance, a lot of people, you know, we tell children, don't tell lies. The child will ask, now what will you tell the child? Ummachi kochiko. Okay, he finds another fellow telling lies and Ummachi has rewarded him. So well ascertained value that poi sonna Ummachi la coaching maana, avanga tata kuda coaching maanaanga. So don't tell lies. What will happen if I tell lies? Natural. Next question. Poi sonna enna ho? Ummachi coachiko. Nothing happens. Amma will not like it. Appa will not like it. Idella they don't hold water. When I do adharma, I have a choice to do the right or the wrong. So intelligence is not choosing between the right and the wrong. Intelligence is in choosing is in knowing what do I lose when I do the wrong. If I do the wrong, what do I lose? What do I lose? Not in material terms. For example, I find a bag there, finding a lot of currency notes. We are deposited into the police station. I am being honest. But being honest, I understand that I have lost so many thousands of rupees. By not being honest, I know I have gained that. So by not being honest, you have gained. By being honest, you have lost. It is clear. So you should know very clearly what is it that you lose by doing the wrong. By doing the wrong action, by doing adharma, what is it that you lose? That should be known. So the teacher points out here, it is not part of Bhagavad Gita. It is when we teach Bhagavad Gita, we have to touch. Okay. Now let's say, let's take this. This is color brown. Okay, I say this is brown color. And somebody comes and tells me the brown illa, idu vella color. Okay. Maybe just for that person, sari vella color na accept. So the knower, I know it is brown, but there is another faculty in me which has accepted that it is not brown, it is white. For the sake, I have compromised. So in myself, in my faculty, I have created a split. This is not mine. Okay, I have taken this away. So the knower knows that it is wrong to take it away. The doer says, never mind, take it. So slowly I am creating a habitual split in myself. So நாளைக்கு வந்து it will start with simple thing. காலையில 5 மணிக்கு அலாம் வச்சுன்னு எந்திருக்கலாம். So one me has decided I will get up at 5. The other me will tell don't get up at 5. Another me will say switch off the alarm and go to sleep. The third me will say put it in that room and yell at your wife to switch it off. So I am slowly creating a division in myself. Okay, so now you take a decision. I want to be happy. So there is another faculty who will say, let me see how you will be happy. நான் சந்தோஷமா இருக்கணும், சந்தோஷமா இருந்துருவியா நீ? So Duryodhana is going through that. Adharma, he has done only adharma. So when he does so much adharma, he is conflict ridden. Bhishma irka, ana ஜெயிக்க முடியுமா? ஏன்னா அதர்மம் பண்ணிருக்கோம்ல. See, when you have done adharma, and he knows Drona, Bhishma, all of them are, and the group the fellow adharmis are only Karna. That's the only fellow equal adharma fellow. Okay. Otherwise, Bhishma has ensured that Karna will not fight as long as Bhishma is fighting. 10 நாளைக்கு அவர் ட்ரீம்ல டிராப் பண்ணிட்டாரு. இந்த ஒரு காலத்துல இந்தியன் டீம்ல அப்படிதான் இருக்கும். If Vinu Mankad plays, this fellow will not play. Hazare will not play. இந்த மாதிரிலாம் உண்டு. அந்த மாதிரி. The best man will be dropped. Like India, there was a cricketer called Salim Durrani, excellent fellow. Okay, left-arm batsman, left-arm spinner. But Mansoor Ali Khan Pataudi, captain Arda, he will not take Salim Durrani. And Salim Durrani did not respect this fellow. Even Prince, எல்லாரும் ஒரு சிகரெட் எடுத்து கொடுக்கணும், பத்த வச்சு கொடுக்கணும். Salim Durrani பட்டா அப்படின்றான். So the best fellow was not selected because did not like. So Karna could not be selected because Bhishma ensured that Karna is out. நான் இருக்கிற வரல இவனை டீம்ல எடுக்கக்கூடாது அப்படின்ட்டார். So he's seeing the divisions in his own army. He said Bhishma is a fellow who is a dharmatma. Bhishma will not do adharma in war. And unless you do adharma, you cannot easily defeat the Pandavas. Because Krishna is on their side. So conflict, பயமா இருக்கு. இது நடக்குமா, நடக்காதா? He is a conflict-ridden person. So forget Duryodhana. We have to look at our lives. If we lead a life where it is artha kama pradhana and dharma is way below, you will lead a conflict-ridden life. And in a conflict-ridden life, you can never ever be happy. எல்லாம் இருக்கு, ஆனா என்னமோ இல்லை. You talk to so many people. That's why it says, because of this conflict-ridden life, lot of people have become basically unhappy people. So the லேசா தொட்டா போற உடனே unhappiness அப்படியே பொங்கிட்டு வந்துரும். For example, look at all the poets. ஏதாவது ஒரு poet சந்தோஷமா poem எழுதி பார்த்துக்கீங்களா? அழுதுண்டே தான் எழுதுவான். இன்னைக்கு ஒரு தப்பட்டான். Morning I thought I will sing. Then I said I won't sing that song. ஒரே அழுகையா இருக்கு. गुलाम अलीயோட பெரிய கசல் அது. हमको किसी के गम ने मारा ये कहानी फिर से. I don't want to tell you my sad story, man. யாரா காசு கொடுத்தா சொல்லலாம், கொஞ்சம் பைசா சம்பாதிச்சுக்கலாம். It doesn't make sense. We are constantly ready with our sob story. Everyone. ஒருத்தர் வந்து எப்படிப்பா சந்தோஷமா இருக்கேன்னா, நான் சரியா இருக்குப்பா அவ்வளவுதான். உடனே ஒரு just give a little space, உடனே அப்படியே sob story பொங்கின்னு வந்துடும். Everybody is ready with his sob story. That's because conflict-ridden life. There are errors of omission, errors of commission. You are supposed to do something, you did not do it. Omission. You are not supposed to do it, you did it. Commission. Invoice la போடலாம் EOD accepted. In a real life la work ஆகாது. If you have not done something which you are supposed to do, that irritant will be with you lifelong. If you are lucky enough, it will leave your system. It's a very beautiful story. See, when Dasharatha passed away, Rama, being the elder son, had to do the Pitri Karma. Panna mudiyala. So Bharata did. What did Rama do? Jatayuku pannar. So it says the system will get it out of you. So they'll say, no, there was a son who did not take care of his parents. அதெல்லாம் போக முடியாது. அப்புறம் என்ன எடுத்து ஃபாதர்லாம் மதர்லாம் போயிட்டாங்க. He ended up taking care of his in-laws. லைஃப் லாங்கா தாவாலாம் பார்த்துட்டு இருப்பாரு. சிஸ்டம் உங்களை விடாது. சிஸ்டம் will not leave. அவங்கள பார்த்துக்கலாம், இங்க பார்த்துக்கோ. Something will take care of you. ஃபாதர் வந்து சொல்லியிருப்பாரு, எல்லாம் போகாதப்பா, இல்ல எனக்கு அமெரிக்காலாம் போய் படிக்கணும். அமெரிக்காவில் போயிட்டு மாமனார் சொல்லுவார், திரும்பி வந்துருவான் திரும்பி. Something will take. So a conflict-ridden system. If you are living a conflict-ridden life, understand pain is your lot. Pain இல்லைனாலும் பரவாயில்ல. You will have to somehow forget pain. That's why they say dharma, artha, kama. Dharma is an independent pursuit. If your pursuit of kama are in alignment with dharma, there is no conflict. Living a life of dharma, artha, kama is not easy. It may be unpleasant. There'll be a lot of problems because you know what you're losing, illa? A lot of losing. That's why, as a Vedanta Acharya, the teacher says, before you even start doing Sahana Bhavatu, first see whether your life is in order. Don't sit here and preach something and do something opposite. Because then what happens is, you are not doing any problem to the others. Maybe because of your speaking skills and other skills, a lot of people will be impressed. But you are doing a great harm to yourself. Because you are mouthing something which you don't believe in. So first thing, Acharya, who is an Acharya? Who not only teaches Acharam, but Swayam Acharati. He also conducts himself like that. So all our Acharyas lived. So enna solva Acharya? Life simple ah irukkumba. Simple ah illama avaru simple ah illana appadi. So all of them, you have to lead. Dharma, artha, kama. If your life is like that, you will be free from conflict. When you are free from conflict, you will really get what you really want in life. That is called peace. If you are leading a conflict-ridden life, there is no question of having peace. Chapter 2, Lord, beautiful verse. We'll see that when he comes to that. So therefore, Duryodhana here is a conflict-ridden person. Right from childhood, adharma, dharma, dharma, dharma. And both his parents are so weak, they are not able to tell him that you are able to do it. You are doing adharma. That's why they say, see, very often they say, a lot of people say, பசங்கள்லாம் சொல்லிட்டு கேட்க மாட்டேங்கிறான். Okay, maybe they don't listen, but don't stop telling them. Maybe they won't listen to you, but tell them. சரியா படல, எனக்கு சரியா படல, keep telling. It will work someday. Tell him. The drop of water can break chattan. They must keep telling. Illappa, this is not order. It is not in order. It's not in order. It's not in order. Cinema gamba. They'll show the Divar padathla, Nirupar, I will say, I will not stay with you because I am not sure you are earning it properly. At least cinema solra mari ille oru naalavu solunga. So they say, the value, independent value for dharma, artha, kama is absolutely essential. You have to follow it. Appada it will work. And if you don't follow dharma, artha, kama in that order, you will be conflict-ridden. It shows Duryodhana as a conflict-ridden person. Idhil enna pandraru? Acha. Yeah. Anye chabaha ada pajava. Then now let's look at the one. Aparyaptam. 10 muchachi. Let's go to verse 7. And then 11 also we said, Ayaneshu, take your position, and Bhishma meva birakshantu. Your job is to protect only Bhishma. Okay, always remember, rally around Bhishma. Now what happens is, Duryodhana oda prattling katachivla naliki. And the war field, there are some very senior people. Bhishma, Drona, they're all there. Now Pitamaha is hearing all this. Such a senior man. How to stop him? So he says, Tasya sanjanayan harsham kuru vruddha pitamaha. Tasya sanjanayan harsham kuru vruddha pitamaha. Singhanadam vinadyauchaihi. Singhanadam vidadyauchaihi. Shankam dadmau pratapavan. So, to boost his enthusiasm, what happens? He is blowing the bugle, the war cry. So, make some noise, make a noise louder than he does. In fact, our Swamiji used to say, those days, எங்க போனாலும் முதல்ல வாயில ஒரு தெர்மாமீட்டர் வச்சிருவா. இப்பதான் தெர்மாமீட்டர்லாம் வச்சுக்கிறது இல்லை. இப்ப நம்ம மூஞ்சி எல்லாம் அப்படி அடிக்கிறாங்க. இப்ப சுவாமிஜி சொல்லுவார், எதுக்கு தெர்மாமீட்டர் ஆனா ஐயோ ஐயோன்னு புலம்புறான்ல, வாயில வச்சா கொஞ்ச நேரம் புலம்பாம இருப்பான். ஏன்னா you're afraid if the thermometer falls down it will break, mercury எல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சிடும், அதுக்கு பைசா வாங்கிடுவான்னு தெரியும். ஸோ அதை புலம்பாம இருக்கிறதுக்கு வாயில தெர்மாமீட்டர் வச்சா எல்லாம் சரியா இருக்கு அப்படின்னு எடுத்துருவாங்க. they don't know what they are saying. அந்த மாதிரி வந்து புலம்பலை ஸ்டாப் பண்றதுக்கு what is he doing? Pitamaha to generating enthusiasm in Duryodhana, what did he do? The Kuru Vriddha. Kuru Vriddha means the oldest among the Kurus. Okay, Bhishma is the oldest among the Guru. Tata, on the position, what does he do? He blew his conch. Okay, Dadmau Shankam. He blew his conch. It let out a roar like a lion. Bugle, the war cry. The bugle was blown. 12. So, on the bugle sattam ketta odane, others started blowing their bugle. So nice, they just give the names. Okay, therefore what happened? The moment Bhishma blew the bugle, what happened? Tata shankascha bheryascha panavanaka gomukha. Tata shankascha bheryascha panavanaka gomukha. Sahasaivabhyahanyanta Sashabdastumulo bhavat. Sahasaivabyahanyanta Sashabdastumulo bhavat. So tata. Thereafter what happened? Conches, kettle drums, bheriya, okay, trumpets, apron drums, apron the kombu vidimanga. All those things people started blowing. There was war cry. Everybody was blowing all this. Okay, everybody started blowing. Okay, then what happened? The sound, tumultuous sound, ground every nadungara mari sattam vandha. Very very beautiful, poetic. There is nothing philosophical here. You can get sometimes, you know, Mahabharata quiz nadthom. Allo or padatha pothi idu ennadu. You can do. It's fun. There is nothing of philosophy here. There is description. The storyteller adds. Very often people will ask, is Ramayana, Mahabharata fiction or fact? Okay, a lot of people say fiction. Fact na ipdi nandha. So you have to understand, it is called itihasa. Itihasa means history. It happened. It so happened. Itihasa, it so happened. But you also have to remember, it is an amara kavya. Therefore, the fact of history has been decorated and adorned by poetry. So, Ramar Parandar, Balakandam, Rama was born, he was walking around the palace. Okay, maybe the child, any child will walk. All our children walk. So then a poet, Tumak Chalat Ramachandra. So the poet, you know, created a beautiful poetry. So they marry. He blew, kettle drums were beaten, conches were blown. Ada alaga in the mari pere. It makes good, very graphic storytelling. இதை வந்து நீங்க சினிமாவை எடுக்கணும்னா இந்த சீனுக்கு மட்டுமே ஒரு 20-30 லட்சம் ரூபாய் செலவழிக்கலாம். It's meant for also economic. 4 பேர் வளருவாங்கல்ல. Okay, now comes இந்த கேமராவை அங்கேருந்து சேஞ்ச் பண்ணி கௌரவா சைட்ல இருந்து சேஞ்ச் பண்ணி கேமரா பேன் பண்ணி அப்படியே பாண்டவா சைடு கொண்டு வர. Okay, we'll read 2 verses. Beautiful இருக்கும், நல்லா இருக்கு. தத ஸ்வேதைர்ஹயைர் யுக்தே ततश्वेतैर्हयैर्युक्ते महति स्यन्दने स्थितौ माधव पाण्डवश्चैव दिव्यौ शङ्कौ प्रदत्मतुः whole thing. ततश्वेतैर्हयैर्युक्ते महति स्यन्दने स्थितौ माधव पाण्डवश्चैव Divyau Shankau Pradatmatuhu. So Tatha means thereafter. What happened? Madhava. Who is Madhava? Krishna. Okay. Cha eva Pandavaha. Pandavaha. Here they are referring to Arjuna as a Pandava. The Pandava. He is referring to Arjuna. What happened? Sitau. They were seated in a grand chariot. Mahati Syandane. They were seated in a grand chariot. Okay. Yukta means the chariot was being drawn by what do you call, was drawn by Shvetai Hayai, white horses. Look at the scene, grand chariot. Here in chariot, Krishna is driving, Arjuna is seated in the grand chariot, and they are drawn by white horses. Alana scene built pandra. So again, again, anga black kalan comes to white comes. So it's coming white horses, Krishna. The color combination is white horses. Krishna is dark complexioned, Pita Vastram, Arjuna dressed heroically with his mustache. On the Mela, on the you have Hanuman on a flag. Very beautiful picture, very beautifully painted. And then what happened? These people, Divyau Shankau Pradat Matuhu, they blew their divine conscious. So முன்னாடி என்ன சொன்னார்? கௌரவா போட்டதெல்லாம் சத்தம். You made noise. Adharma makes noise. Dharma makes music. So divine conscious. So he's saying, you're fighting adharma versus dharma. So dharma is, you have to appreciate dharma. Okay. There is something very important that we have to remember. How do we know this is a scripture? It's not just another book. How do we know it's a scripture? We have to remember, for scripture, it has to fall under, it should satisfy 6 conditions. Okay, it will be called Upakrama Upasamhar. The opening and the end will be similar. Paranga. It starts with saying, Asochan Anvasochastvam. Do not grieve over things that does not deserve grief. How does it end? Therefore, do not grieve. So, Upakrama Upasamhar. Starting and beginning ரொம்ப similar. எங்கேயோ ஆரம்பிச்சு எங்கேயோ போகாது. Therefore, I say don't do. Tattvamasi. Therefore, you are Tattvamasi. That's called Upakrama Upasamhar. The second thing will be Apurvata. What is available here is not available anywhere else. It is called Apurvata. Third thing is called Abhyasa. It will be repeated. Sollinde irupanga. Ovvoru chapterly Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi, sollinde irupanga. Abhyasa. Repetition. Constant repetition. The fourth is called Prayojanam. By reading Bhagavad Gita, what will you get? Sollinde irupanga. What will you get by Bhagavad Gita? Shoka Nivaranam. Dukkha Nivaranam. You will discover the happy person in you. So that is called Prayojanam. That's the benefit you will get. Okay? Then, the fifth one is called Arthavada. Arthavada means appreciating. Bhagavad Gita, every place, so many people have glorified glory of the thing. And the sixth is very, very important to us. It's called Upapatti, tenability. The Bhagavad Gita is not logical. It is not scientific. But they will use logic and they will use Nyaya, Tarkadana. Use panni, the truth will be established. Tenability. Is it valid today? Was it valid only in Mahabharata times? If it was valid in Mahabharata times, we are wasting our time. If it is valid today, let us read tenability in the sixth. So Bhagavad Gita So now they are glorifying dharma. Live the life of dharma. How to live? White horse, Krishna on the side. Then you have all those things, beautiful things, and all your conscious are divine. So let's see the name of the conscious and read later. Okay. Now, what is the Shankha blown by Krishna called? Panchajanyam Rishikeshaha Devadattam Dhananjaya Poundram Dadmau Mahashankam Bhima Karma Vrikodara Daraha. Okay, so he is saying the Shankha blown by Krishna is called Panchajanyam. Okay. Now look at the scene. Who is Anga? Bhishma was the commander in chief. He blew the Shankha. Inga yaru? Drishtadyumna kama. He didn't blow the Shankha. They have conceded position to Ishvara there. So when you are on the side of Dharma, what is you follow is Ishvara Arpana Buddhi. They are showing Ishvara Arpana Buddhi. Krishna starts. He is charioteer. Krishna is a mere charioteer. But you don't look at him as a charioteer. You see as Bhagavan Shri Krishna. The full angi mein Krishna vacha vara, the Bhagavan vacha varo. So, Panchajanyam. Panchajanya is supposed to, it's a wake-up call. when Krishna blows the Panchajanya, it's supposed to shake you out of your stupor. நம்மளோட அஜ்ஞானம் எல்லாம் வந்து ஆட்டுமா. Suppose, hey, am I listening to this properly? அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி. So Panchajanyam Rishikesha. Dhananjaya is another name for Arjuna. Arjuna has got 10 names. Partha, Kaunteya, Dhananjaya. He also has a name called Sabyasachi. In our left hand, right hand, ரெண்டிலுமே archery பண்ணுவாங்க. And sword fight. So he's called Sabyasachi. The பேர்லாம் உண்டு. So Sabyasachi, Devadattam. So the conch he is blowing is called Devadatta. அதுக்கு பின்னாடி story இருக்கு. How he got Devadatta. Then Bhima. Bhima is blowing a shankar called Poundram. It's a huge shankar. இவாரோட சின்ன ஒத்தகையால பிடிச்சிக்கிற மாதிரி. பீமாவோட 2-3 கை வேணும். பெரிய சங்கம். Because they say he's called a Vrikodara. Vrikodara is not just an ordinary hungry fellow. He is like a wolf-like hunger. அதாவது நம்ம மலைப்பாம்பெல்லாம் சாப்பிட்டு வச்சுங்க பேன்னு படுத்துட்டுறோம். நம்ம சொல்லுவோம்ல, இறதுனா பாம்பாலமா படுத்துன்னு கிடக்காம பாருங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி சாப்பிட்டா அசந்து போய் படுத்துட்டுருவோம். They say when a wolf eats, அதோட ஸ்டமக் ஃபிளாட்டா இருக்குமா. தெரியல, நான் wolf சாப்பிட்டெல்லாம் பார்த்து கிடையாது. யாருங்க நாய் சாப்பிட்டே பார்க்க முடியல. அப்புறம் wolf போய் இங்க தேண்டு போ. He says so. He says when a wolf eats, the stomach continues to be flat. So பீமாக்கு வந்து ஒரு ஆர்மியோட சாப்பாடே சாப்பிடுவாங்க. But even after eating, his stomach will be flat. So a lot of food like to have that kind of health. என்ன சாப்பிட்டாலும் வயிறு போடாது, தொப்பை போடாது வயிறு. So he has a flat. So that's called, Vrikodara. Vrikodara means what do you call hunger like a wolf. Wolf-like. அது சொல்லுவான் சாப்பிடும்போது they say no, wolfing the food. டபான்னு எடுத்து சாப்பிடுவான்ல. He eats everything possible. So பீமா மாதிரியா அவன் ஃபுல்லா கட்டோத் கச்சதுக்கு appetite உண்டு. So அந்த eating, that's called Vrikodara. And to blow a conch, you need a lot of lung power. So Bhima's thing is called Poundram. அந்த சத்தம் வந்து பீமானால தான் போட முடியும். லைக் there are certain things. நம்மளாம் வந்து நாதஸ்வரம் வாசிக்க முடியாது. தனி இது வேணும். அதுக்கு ப்ளோயிங் பவரே வேற மாதிரி வேணும். தவிலி எல்லாம் வாசிக்கிறது வேற மாதிரி வேணும். நோஞ்சான்லாம் வாசிக்க முடியாது. So this is no Nonjan man. And he is introducing 15. Okay, fine. We will Devadattam Panchajanya. We will stop at this point. After 16, we will see further because he's only describing. Arthapla will continue for some more time. Next few verses they will describe. There's a scenario description. Today's lesson, apart from the story, we have to remember most importantly how Duryodhana was shaken in spite of numerical superiority, in spite of having the best people in his team, and in spite of being the ruling king, in spite of having the resources, everything on his side, he was shaky because he had all along been doing adharma. So in spite of the best of resources, in spite of the best of achievements, if we are going to be adharma-oriented people, you will not find peace in life. Ratri padtha kandipa thugam varadu. Nichchayama thugam varadu. You will be tossing, turning. If people are suffering, tossing, turning, understand, adharma is not just this janma. They say it also starts from your previous janma adharma. அது அப்புறம் பாப்போம். இந்த ஜென்ம அதர்மாவே தாங்க முடியல, அப்புறம் தானே அடுத்த ஜென்ம அதர்மா. So if you have done adharma, your sleep will be affected, your appetite will be affected, all psychosomatic illness எல்லாம் வரும். சூப்பரா சாப்பாடு வச்சிருப்பா பசியாது. ஸ்ட்ரெஸ். வாட் இஸ் ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்? ஹிந்தில பியூட்டிஃபுல்லா வேர்ட் இருக்கு, தனாவ். தனாவ்னா அந்த ரப்பர் பேண்ட் அப்படி இழுத்து பிடிச்சா மாதிரியா தனாவ். இட்ஸ் அ டென்ஷன். அது எப்படி விடும்? விட்டா டபக்குன்னு தடிச்சு போடுங்க. கேர்ஃபுல்லா அப்படியே விடணும். அதை I've taken from Bhagavad Gita stress management ஒரு சொல்லி கொடுத்தேன். சரி, எங்க சார் போட்டிருக்கு? நான் எங்க போடல, இங்கேருந்து போட்டிருக்கு. நான் சொல்றேன், இதெல்லாம் தேடிட்டு போகாத. ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட். I have put so many things together and call it stress management. So adharma in our life, what should we learn? Duryodhana ஓடதுல இருந்து willy-nilly all of us will do adharma. ஏன்னா கலியுகம் அப்படி. ஓகே, லைக் ஆனஸ்ட் இருக்கிறது கஷ்டம். பிசினஸ் மேன் ஆனஸ்ட் அப்படி சார் இருப்பீங்க. ஒரு ஆள் பாருங்க, எனக்கு இன்வாய்ஸ் கொடுக்குறான், எல்லாம் குஷன்லாம் கொடுக்குறேன், நான் குஷன் கொடுக்கல அப்படின்னு நம்ம வீட்டு போய் அவனோட சண்டை போடணும். The fellow who says I included cushion, he says I have not included cushion. நாங்க போனோம், நான் போட்டோலாம் எடுக்கல சார். இப்போ அவனோட பார்த்து கான்ட்ராக்ட்லாம் பார்த்து இப்போ நான் அவனோட ஃபைட். பேரு கிருஷ்ணாவோட பேரு ஸ்ரீதர் வேற பேரு. துரியோதனான பேரு வச்சிருந்தா நல்லா இருந்திருக்கும். ஸோ இப்போ அவனோட போய் சண்டை போடணும். Everybody does some adharma or the other. நான் இப்படி சொல்ல சார், அப்படிதான் சொன்னேன் அப்படின்னு. இப்படி சொல்லியே சார், நான் இல்லையே சார். So willy-nilly all of us do a little adharma. Okay? In the adharma வந்து, if you are habitually adharma person, it will conflict மெதுவா வரும். Okay? Understand, if the conflict immediately comes, understand your adharma is quickly on the way out. சப்போஸ் இன்னைக்கு நான் ஒரு தப்பு பண்றேன், நாளை காலையிலேயே எனக்கு பனிஷ்மெண்ட் கிடைச்சிருச்சு, அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் யூ ஆர் பெட் சேஃபர். இன்னைக்கு நான் பண்ணியாச்சு, அடுத்த 30 வருஷம் ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் தெரியல, அடுத்த சனி திசையில் தான் தெரியும். அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் யூர் இன் லாங் ஹால். என்ஜாய் பண்ணப்பா, 30 வருஷம் அல்டிமேட்லி எங்கிட்ட தானே வரணும் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி. So you have done something last month, this month you are suffering. Understand your adharma is getting exhausted. We'll see adharma exhausting techniques. Some adharma will be there. Adharma, you will have done some adharma. So some adharma, willy-nilly adharma. அப்புறம் தெரியாம பண்ணிருப்போம் adharma. So if you do the adharma without your own knowledge, then it's called asuya. Asuya means small level impurity. Oh, யார் வீட்லயோ கொஞ்சம் ப்ளீஸ் switch off your mute பண்ணிக்கோங்க, உங்க மிக்ஸிலாம் இங்க கேட்கறது. So what happens is asuya அதெல்லாம் இருக்கு. இப்போ ஒரு இப்போ I was listening to a lecture once. ஒருத்தர் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்காரு, தர்மா அஹிம்சா, ஒண்ணுமே பண்ணக்கூடாது, ஒரு கிரியேச்சரை ஹார்ம் பண்ணக்கூடாது, எல்லாம் நல்லா இருக்கணும் அப்படிமா. ஒரு கொசு அடிச்சு இப்படி போடுவான். யூ இன்வாலண்டரி ஹார்ம் சம்திங் இல்ல, இட் இஸ் அசூய, தெரியாம பண்ணிடுது. பட் அதுல வந்து somebody once said, நான் சொன்னேன் அந்த லெவலுக்கு போனா we are all fit to be only nimhans அப்படின்னு. One lady who says, இந்த கொசு நம்மள ரத்தம் குடிக்கிறது இல்ல, only female mosquito தான் ரத்தம் குடிக்குமா. ஓகே ஓகே, ஃபீமேல் தான் குடிக்கும், அதுவும் பிரெக்னன்ட் ஃபீமேல் தான் குடிக்கணும். ஓகே, தோசை ஒரு கர்ப்பிணி ஸ்திரீனுக்கு ரத்தம் தானம் கொடுக்கறதா நினைச்சுக்கோங்களே அப்படிங்கிறாங்க. நான் அது டெங்கு சிக்கன் குனியாலாம் சேர்ந்து வந்து கிடைச்சுன்னா என்ன பண்ணுவேன், கர்ப்பிணி ஸ்திரீ. அப்புறம் கூட அவர் ஹஸ்பண்ட் உட்காந்து என்கிட்ட சொல்றாரு, பிளட் சக்கிங் லேடி தான் பண்ணுவேன், நான் மாட்டின் முடிக்கிறேன் பாருங்க, முடியலாம் போயிடுச்சு அப்படிங்கிறது. நான் ஏன் இறஞ்சி சொல்லலை அப்படின்னா, இல்ல அப்புறம் ராத்திரி எல்லா பிளட்டுமே போயிடும். இப்போ நீங்க இருக்கிறதுனால கொஞ்சம் பிளட் போயிட்டு இருக்கு, உங்களுக்கு காப்பி கிடைக்கிறது எனக்கு கிடைக்கிறது இல்ல, அதுவும் கிடைக்காது அப்படின்னு. So a lot of people invite us home. ஏன்னா உங்க சாட்ல நான் கொஞ்சம் காப்பி குடிக்கிறேன் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி for fun. Okay, so இந்த மாதிரி யார் பண்ணுவாங்க வரும்போது, பாம்பு கடிக்கும் போது, பாம்பு நேச்சுரல், அதாவது again there are nice stories for that. ஒரு ரிவர் பேங்க்ல உட்காந்துட்டு ஒரு தேள் வந்து தண்ணியில விழுந்துருப்பான். So there was one gentleman, ஒரு பெரிய வேத பண்டித், இப்படி கையால் எடுத்து அந்த தேளை கீழே போட்டான் கிரவுண்ட்ல. அது உடனே கொட்டிருக்கு, கொட்டின உடனே திருப்பி தண்ணியில வந்து அகெயின் he picked it up. அகெயின் இட் ஸ்ட்ராங். அகெயின் கூட ஒரு ஆள் வந்தாங்க, ஐயரே அவனுக்கு மூளைகளே குறைஞ்சு போச்சு, அது ஏன் இந்த தேளை தோடிச்சுட்டே இருக்கேன் அப்படின்னு. He said, it is my dharma to protect it. It is its dharma to sting. அந்த லெவலுக்கு தான் போவேன், அதுக்காக வந்து தேளை கொட்டிக்கோ பாம்பு கொட்டிக்கிறதெல்லாம் வேணாம். So willy-nilly we all do a little adharma here and there. எல்லாம் பண்ணுவோம். So what's the best way out? Okay, one thing is prayer. At the end of the day, இது பண்றோம்ல, காயேன வாச்சா மனசா இந்திரியேர்வா புத்தியா ஆத்மனாவா பிரகிருத்தே ஸ்வபாவாத் கரோமி யத் யத் சகலம் பரஸ்மை நாராயணாயேத் சமர்ப்பயாமி. எவ்ரிடே பண்றோம். அப்புறம் வருஷத்துக்கு ஒருத்தர் இந்த ஆவணியா வட்டத்துல வேற பண்றோம். ஸோ நிறைய ரைட் ஆஃப் எல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு அப்புறம் சில பேர் சொல்லுவா, தன் மன் தன் சப் குச் ஹே தேராலாம் பாடுவா. அப்புறம் மரணா பாடுவா. அப்படின்னு என்ன அர்த்தம், பகவானுக்கு கொடுத்து திருப்பி வாங்கிட்டோம்னு அர்த்தம். சப் குச் ஹே தேரா, so give it back to me. Please keep doing it. So one great purification for all of us recommended is Sandhya Vandanam, because it's a daily purification, adharma purification. Really பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கணும். A lot of things have to be done. So as people, dharma, சிலர் dharma I am beyond dharma. Beyond dharma, even Bhagavan is not beyond dharma. You can say, I don't care for dharma. Fine, don't care for dharma. At some point of time, dharma will rub you. Get rubbed. If you are undergoing pain in life now, please understand there is a cause. And the cause could have come because of some conflict at some point of time. Okay, it can some conflict on the road. So rather than deny the pain, go to the cause hunting. Just acknowledge that there is a cause. The moment you acknowledge there is a cause, the cause loses its power. Our Swami used to say, if you confront fright, you are no longer frightened. You confront sadness, you are no longer sad. Confront it. And the whole thing is reality. Reality is a lifelong process. So dharma, this is essentially to drive home how Duryodhana is suffering because of adharma. Okay. So we'll stop at this point. We'll do our Shanti mantra and then you can ask me questions. Shanti mantra also we would have sent you or PDF anchirpanga. Okay. Swasti prajabhya paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahishaah Guru Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Skino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Prithivi Sasya Shalinim Desho Yam Chobarahitah Brahmana Santu Nirbhaya Sarve Bhavantu Sukinaha Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Gurubhyo Namah Sadgurubhyo Namah Swami Dayananda Maharaj ki jai Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki jai Bolo Sab Santon ki jai Jai Ho Jai Ho. Okay, floor is open for questions. You have a few minutes. Audible? Yeah, yes.
Okay, one thing that I missed was Patanam, Patanam, Yajanam, Yajanam, Danam,
Pratigraham nanikiren. I will confirm it to you. Pratigraham.
Graham. Appo miss பண்ணிருக்கேன். அது என்னன்னா ஒரு இதிஹாசக்கு 6 features இருக்கணும்னு சொன்னேன்.
Not itihasa, any scripture.
Scriptures, okay.
அது 6 feature. It starts with first வந்து என்ன போட்டுருப்பேன் உபக்ரம உபசம்ஹார்
உபக்ரம உபசம்ஹார்
அபூர்வதா அபியாச பிரயோஜனம் அப்புறம் வந்து அர்த்தவாத and last உபபத்தினா tenability 6.
Okay, I have one more question.
Yeah, கேளுங்க.
இந்த 11th verseல வந்து துரியோதனன் வந்து he is actually disturbed nu சொன்னேன் இல்லையா?
ஆமா.
பட் ஆல்ரெடி வந்து பீஷ்மர் துரோணர் எல்லாம் வந்து இந்த திரௌபதிக்கு சதி அந்த அவளை டிஸ்ரோப் பண்றச்சே பார்த்துட்டு அவன் ஆல்ரெடி அதர்மம் பண்ணினவா தானே. இப்ப ஏன் அவன் ஆல்ரெடி திருப்பியும் பண்ணுவாங்கிற நம்பிக்கையே இல்ல அவனுக்கு. ஆல்ரெடி அவன் பெரிய குத்தம் பண்ணவா தானே.
ஆமா, அதாவது வாட் ஹேப்பன்ஸ் இஸ் இப்போ பீஷ்மா துரோணாலாம் வந்து even though they did adharma there, the adharma was done under certain dharmic conditions. அதாவது எப்படின்னா பீஷ்மா as a advisor of that army, of the advisor of the kingdom, never overruled the king. So Dhritarashtra வாயை மூண்டு இருக்கும் பொழுது பீஷ்மா says, how can I speak? இப்போ நம்ம ஃபேமிலில வந்து லெக்சர் ஆஃப் த ஃபேமிலி வாயை மூண்டு எல்லாம் கேட்டுட்டு இருக்கிறத யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ்லாம் அப்பாவே குவைட்டா இருக்கும்போது நான் எப்படி பேசுறது அப்படின்னு. Yes, if you are going back to our old village, எப்படின்னா சம்பந்தி வந்து இந்த பொண்ணாட்டு சம்பந்தியை வந்து கண்ணா பண்ணான்னு திட்டுவார். ஆல் த யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ் பாய்ஸ் எல்லாம் வந்து they will be bristling with anger. அப்பா அப்படி காம்பார் வாயை மூண்டு இருப்பா அப்படிம்பார். So when the head of the family is quiet, others will be quiet. So Bhishma followed that dharma. Rajave quiet இருக்கும்போது he was only pleading with the Raja.
Okay.
He was only telling the Raja, please stop it. So even see when ghor adharma is happening, he is still following dharma of his dharma. Swadharma follow pandra. So he is afraid that in a war field he will definitely not do unfair practices.
புரியுது.
So catch இல்லாதெல்லாம் catch ன்னுலாம் claim பண்ண மாட்டார். அந்த மாதிரி. Okay, that's why he is shaken, because he knows Bhishma, and Bhishma sonna Dronara they follow panduvar. There are people who follow dharma. They will not do unfair practices even on the war field, and especially when he is a commander in chief.
எனக்கு ஒரு क्वेश्चन இருக்கு.
yeah
இப்ப என்னதான் தர்மம்னு சொல்ல வர்றது? பீஷ்மர் ஃபாலோ பண்றது தர்மமா? அதாவது நம்ம வந்து தர்மத்தை வந்து ரப் பண்றோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்றது வந்து பீஷ்மர் ஃபாலோ பண்றது தர்மமா, இல்லனா அர்ஜுனர் ஃபாலோ பண்றது தர்மமா? ரெண்டுமே தர்மம் தான். ரெண்டுமே வந்து ரொம்ப முரண்பாடுகள் நிறைஞ்சு இருக்கு.
Right. Okay. In the question எப்படி ஆன்சர் பண்ணோம்னா, we should never try to sit on judgment on anybody's behavior. Bhishma did a lot of things which falls under dharma, debatable dharma. See, sometimes there is something called swadharma, personal dharma. There is something called general dharma. So to sit on judgment and say Bhishma did this wrong, Arjuna did this wrong, we are not supposed to sit on judgment. Last week or a week before when we discussed, you have to understand that Bhishma took some decisions which he thought was dharma. He thought, I have given a commitment to my father, I will stick to that dharma throughout. So father kudutha word protect pannar, that blessed him. But in the process, he rubbed a lot of other people, that cursed him. அந்த மாதிரி தான் பார்க்கணும். See, any decision you take will have consequences, and the consequences will follow you. அதுதான் பார்க்கணும்.
எடுக்கிற முடிவு தர்மம்னு நினைச்சு நம்ம ஆரம்பத்துல எடுக்கிற முடிவு ஒரு இடத்துல வாழ்க்கையில தப்பா ஆனாலும் அது தொடர்ந்து நம்மள அதோட வழியில போகும்போது தவறுகள் அதிகப்படுமா?
It is something like this. Let's say I have taken a decision. It is adharma. Okay? நம்ம அதர்மமா ஒன்று எடுத்துட்டேன். At this point, I think it is dharmam. இப்போ I can correct it. நம்ம அக்கௌண்டிங்ல பண்ணும்போது we do what is called rectification entry பண்ணுவோம். அதை அடிச்சு எழுதக்கூடாது. ஓகே, நிறைய ரெக்டிஃபிகேஷன் எடுத்து ஆடிட்டர் கமெண்ட் பண்ணுவான், அக்கௌண்டிங் சரியில்லைன்னு போட்டுருவான். There are too many principal mistakes in accounting அப்படின்னு எழுதிடுவான். So let's say I've done adharma up to a point, I can go to dharma and correct it. Prayaschitta karma பண்ணி I can go to dharma. But some adharma effect will always remain. But let's say somebody has embezzled a lot of money. Okay, நிறைய embezzle பண்ணி at this point he realizes that yes, I have done something wrong. நான் என்னோட அத்தனை நான் embezzle பண்ண பணத்தெல்லாம் I will return it to the exchequer. I am sorry அப்படின்னு திருப்பி கொடுத்துறாரு. So while the court will take cognizance of that, under the law they will say embezzle பண்ணதுக்காக ஒரு 3 வருஷமாவது நீ உள்ள இருக்கணும். ஓகே, அப்புறம் அவன் எம்பசில் பண்ணி நிறைய பேருக்கு ஷேர் எல்லாம் பண்ணிருப்பான். ஓகே, அவங்களுக்கெல்லாம் எரிச்சல் எவனா அவனை ஷூட் பண்ணாலும் பண்ணிடுவான். So imagine you are with mafia all the time and today you decide to become a good fan. The remaining mafia will not let you be in peace. So you have to look at it that way. That நம்மளோட karma has a lot of connected, நிறைய thread இருக்கு. அதான் one fellow said, I pulled at a thread and realized that the whole world இல்ல, creation itself is attached. நம்ம சின்னதா ஒரு ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் அழுப்போம், அது எங்கெல்லாமோ கனெக்ஷன் இருக்கும். This entire thing is to understand that there is a lot of interconnected things and it is very difficult to sit on judgment. That is point number 1. அப்புறம் point number 2 அப்படின்னா, this entire thing is divided into various sections. The main purpose of Bhagavad Gita is to teach you Brahma Vidya. Okay, Brahma Vidya means you are whole, WHOLE. Okay, நிறைய பேர் I am in a whole. No, it says you are not in a whole. Add a W there. You are whole. You are together. You are பூர்ண புருஷா. உனக்கு ஒரு குறையும் இல்லைன்றே மரமூர்த்தி கண்ணா பாட்டு பாடினார்ல. It says you are whole. அதான் subject matter. அந்த subject matter ஒட்டி they tells you how to prepare yourself for that subject matter. அதெல்லாம் related subjects. How to relate to Ishvara. அதெல்லாம் subject matter. So இப்போ if we sit and work on Mahabharata and say whether it was dharma or adharma, we can have a lot of interpretations. Idu pannada adharmam, adu adharmam. It is showing you certain things. Rather than say whether it was sit on judgment, I will say on the action lend, what can we learn? Let us try to rewrite the story. Bhishma adhalam panna kudadappa, you are not supposed to treat that lady like that. Appdin sollinda enna aayirkum. Let's try to rewrite that story. நான் பீஷ்மா பொசிஷன்ல இருந்தா என்ன பண்ணிருப்பேன் அப்படின்னு யோசிச்சு பார்க்கலாம். அண்ட் வெதர் எனி பீஷ்மா லைஃப் சிச்சுவேஷன் இஸ் இன் மை லைஃப், இந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது இருந்ததுன்னா நம்ம எப்படி கரெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம்? இஸ் பைட்டிங் த புல்லட் வெரி பெயின்ஃபுல்? ஆர் இப்படியே நிறைய பேர் இருக்கல்ல, இப்படியே ஓடிட்டு இருக்கிற கொஞ்ச நாளைக்கு அப்புறம் தானா அது சில பேர் சொல்லுவா தானா எல்லாம் சரியாயிடும், லெட்ஸ் ஜஸ்ட் பிளே அலாங் ஃபார் சம் டைம், வை ரஃபுல் ஃபெதர்ஸ், இப்படியே ஓடட்டப்பா கொஞ்ச நாள் ஆனாலும் சரியாயிடும். So let things get some people will say no, I want to bite the bullet, இன்னைக்கே finish பண்ண no matter. So we can take, இப்படி பண்ணா ஒரு பெயின், suppose I'm going through a problem, I decide, no, I don't want to tackle it this way. I don't want to hurt all the people. This will last me for 6 months. But if I say, no, come what may, I want to do it this way. I want to save myself the pain. Maybe some more people will get hurt. A different set of people will get hurt. Later on, maybe it will taunt me back. So, any decision will have consequences. Consequences will follow you. When consequences follow you, take responsibility. That is the only thing to be kept in. Okay, ba? So, thank you very much all for being here with me.
One last question.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
The shlokas and the Bhagavad Gita or any Veda, do we have to recite it aloud, or can we recite it in our minds?
Oh, okay. What happened? There are 3 types of jabam. Okay. One is called Uchcha Jabam, other is called Manda Jabam, other is called Chitta Jaba. When you chant it out loudly, you get the chances of correcting your mistakes. Okay. Whereas if you chant it only in the mind, you may make mistakes and the mistakes will get reinforced. So, till you come to a certain level, better chant it out aloud. And then suppose sometimes what we do is Gita Jayanti or program. All of us will chant out loud. And they say, when you chant out things loud, the enunciation becomes better. Sanskrit enunciation becomes better. Vak Suddham Varo. All these benefits are there. That's how it is given. Okay, ba? Okay?
Thank you.
Fine. We will meet again next week. Thank you. Om. Hari Om.
Thank you, sir.